So you finished presentations. So in front you have 4 WBS. Any comments looking at 4 ways of WBS? We got 4 different WBS. A few comments. Point. Team B put some actions per risk item, right? You put some actions per risk items if it happens, yeah, with numbering. That's very good. That was beyond my expectation. Congratulations. And what's your quality parameters you mentioned?
Well, actually, it's more of a feedback.
Feedback.
Yes, like the questionnaire and number of applications. So
okay.
this is most of the quality we're getting.
Okay.
We're not actually like looking inside the lecture for quality. We just want feedback.
Okay. So 2 good points: risk management and quality management assurance. Team D. There was a question. These 3 can be packed to one, like a promotion. But it's up to you. You can combine or you can leave separation. But it looks like you can consider how you can consolidate. After this phase, you assign team. So do you like to have 3 team leaders or 1 team leaders? Team D?
Actually, we understand that there are 3 another
As far as you have common strategies here for promotion, advertisement, that's okay. But there will be someone who lead to decide same message. Otherwise, you have a risk to have a different 3 type of messages. And also, you also put some risk management actions. Team A, your approach is top down.
Yes.
Yes, plan to. And at the end, you said you clarified 4 layers, 3 layers.
Yeah.
And you didn't have a quality parameters discussion so much?
I think the actions are in check. We have
Check.
some, we
Oh,
do some survey.
to the next execution. Good. How about the risk? You didn't have time?
Yes, just back up lecture like.
Oh yeah, you mentioned this one.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay. Group C. Group C covered risk management and the quality attributes. And these are group of actions. I'm sure if we have more time, you may have a more breakdown of each tasks. But hearing your discussion, you started to question something like, what's your risk management actions? The other question is, what kind of quality parameters did you discuss? That's a very professional question now. And for standard work package, let's call it work package, many people can come up similar tasks like budget, develop a textbook, hire instructors, so on and so on. That's very standard. Everyone can come up with those
typical actions. But like risk and quality, these are very important additional parameters you can incorporate into WBS. Usually after this phase, you can allocate human resource to each work package, and you can put time chronological sequence, and you can validate how long it will take for each work package and how many people you want to assign. That's the next step. But at this moment, it's okay. You just put work packages. So now, if you are missing some work packages like this, what will happen at the end? At some point, somebody will be noticed, wow, we forgot something important. We have to make it hurry. We have to escalate to professor, managers, bam, 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 bam. So once it started to happen, it can be a cause of chaotic actions. Everybody will be upset, everybody will take actions. They tend to request additional budget, need budget time people. So to avoid that situation, it's very important you walk through inviting team members. Do we have everything? And review from top down, from bottom up, or from time chronological way, you can validate. And you can invite some experienced people who have done before, and you can hear their comments. Do you think this is okay? That's also another way you collect information. Okay, this is about WBS development using this training course development. Any questions? Okay. Now we move to the next drill, group work. Kaneko-san, will you please distribute? Before that, can you please distribute drill 1 sample example and drill 2? で、これを私が。This is example, sample answers. This is sample answers. This is sample answers. This is sample answers. Okay, please look at this page. You have a front and back side. What's the difference? One page is process-oriented. Like a plan, do, check, action. That's process-oriented. Back side, resource or material-oriented or deliverable-oriented. Focus on what? Like contents, web page, leaflet, what you deliver. This is the process. This is a process, I think. Mixed. This is maybe process. Looks like process. So each way has a benefit, merits and demerit. So you can combine or integrate a few ways. so that you make sure you don't miss any key components, activity work package. So the brown colored means deliverables, actual deliverables, produced outcomes. And white one, no color, means task. Same thing for backside. For deliverable oriented, left side has a color, brown color, because it's deliverable. Okay? So you can apply this method before you start discussion. Otherwise, your discussion will confuse. One member is talking about the process, other members are talking about deliverables. So the discussion will mismatch. And sometimes some people want to start with time sequence first, but you are talking about work package. So again, discussion will be mismatching. So facilitator has to be very careful and make sure let's discuss about deliverables first. Then you can discuss time sequence like that, or process oriented. Ideally, if you discuss processes, deliverables, and time sequence wise to validate work package, I think that's enough. And plus, if you invite some experienced people in the discussion, that makes sure you have a complete WBS, even though you don't have enough experience. I understand you have those senpai people in your room, in your courses, right? Okay, any question? If not, let's move to next drill.
So one question.
Please.
So after we make such kind of plan,
Mhm.
so should we change during the project? I mean,
Oh, this is still development stage, or you need validation. At certain point, you have to cut off. Let's start with this version. But later on, if you notice some are missing, of course, you can introduce some changes, following some change control rules. If people start missing pieces afterwards, the activities will be inflated, and usually your budget will be overflow.
yeah.
So you have to be careful when you add something new task. So please don't assume version 1. Please don't assume version 1 is perfect. Usually can be 95% completion rate. There may be some missing parts. And on the course, you may notice another risk factor. You may like to add another risk preventive action. That also may happen. If risk disappears, you may like to remove this task.